Hey guys, Cam for 15 back at it on another episode review for you guys of Lycoris Recoil, and for now, the final episode review of Lycoris Recoil on the channel. And man, what a great episode! What a great season finale, man. I really do hope we get a season 2 for this show because this show was very, and I mean very underrated, man. I knew from the moment I watched the first episode, I would really love this show. And I did. Week to week, it was very good, very eventful. And the production on this show was really damn good by A1 Pictures. For a studio that's like managing like multiple shows throughout this season, really damn good. The characters, absolutely amazing. Some of the best characters I've watched in an anime. Chisato, obviously, best girl of the season. But the thing I loved most about this show was just how intriguing it was. How intriguing, and I think it was just mostly the characters that made this show really great as it is. Wonderful, and I want more from it. But if this is it, that's, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with what we got here. But getting into the episode, man, what an eventful episode. What an eventful episode. Having the fight between Chisato and Majima, having that legit one-on-one fight, because maybe some people back a few episodes ago was like, oh, this wasn't the one-on-one fight of Majima versus Chisato that I thought we were gonna get. But no, you get this one-on-one fight here, and it was freaking crazy good with this whole aspect of this, kind of dynamic, this whole thing that they were kind of having. And it's funny because, again, Majima, even though he does wrong thing, because he's doing the wrong thing because he wants people to see the truth how it really is. In a way, Chisato and him are kind of like friends slash enemies, or in a way that, it's a weird how the dynamic between Majima and Chisato is, because we have a part where, Chisato, she starts getting exhausted because her heart has an effect on her, and everything. And Majima's like, okay, yep, we'll take a break, and they just start drinking, sodas pretty much. And they just pretty much have a chit chat about everything they've been having a chit chat, about this entire season. So it's weird. Also, too, it's funny because I watched another reviewer. They did do an indirect kiss moment. So I guess you can say we got a kiss in the worst way possible, because Chisato drunk a soda, this juice, and then passed it on to Majima. Majima sipped it. So indirect kiss much. So if you're a Majima x Chisato shipper, I guess you were happy today. But it was the thing, and especially this whole thing of shutting down, this explosion that was going off and everything. You get this like tense moment between the two as they're fighting over the phone, craziness, and I'll get to that. Or actually, yeah, I'll get to it. And it gets to the part where eventually Takina ends up showing up, but it looks like, oh, Chisato drops and she's gonna fall to her death. And then Majima drops to her death. And then you have it where Takina uses the whole wire thing to save Chisato, but Majima falls, and you're like, okay, Majima's dead, but is Chisato gonna die? And you get to the moment where it's like you see Takina's, it's hurting her because the wire is going across her shoulder, and it's pretty much probably burning her. Then you have the 0-0, the explosion. And the way the camera goes, where it's like, oh shit, they're dead, bro. They're gonna die. And then all of a sudden, you just see fireworks. And then you just see Chisato pretty much talking like, that freaking bastard, bro. This dude Majima, man, he was a great villain. He was a great villain. This guy is like, he's a guy that wants to create chaos, but at the same time, you see instances like that where it's just like he's just messing with you, just fucking with you. And it was absolutely crazy that he messed with Chisato like that, to flip the whole situation on something, because pretty much his plan was already failed. His plan already failed for now, because we see him in the ending part of the episode. find the one guy who had a gun, who had the gun, and pretty much said, "Hey, it's okay. You don't need to shake so much. Just use it to your heart's content," pretty much. So yeah, that whole thing there. Then you get the one scene in this episode between Mika and Mr. Yoshi, man. Man, let me say this. Mika is a terrifying badass, bro. The fact this guy, you thought he had some sort of like condition where he had to use a cane. No, he doesn't have to use a cane. The cane is just for show. And he kicked the ass of that secretary for Mr. Yoshi like pretty damn badly. And pretty much he go, and after he's done with that, he pretty much tells like Mr. Yoshi, like, dude, you know, what you did, I'm doing what I'm doing to protect Chisato because I care about her and I love her. And you can't really change, her thinking of what, she wants to do. And that's not our jobs. Our jobs are to guide them in the direction that they need to be guided in, and pretty much have them make their own decisions across their life. So a good thing there. And, he ends up freaking finishing off pretty much, a guy he deeply cared about, a guy he considered a friend, maybe a lover, who knows, and I was fine with that. I'm like, he definitely deserved it. So yeah. So we get some things wrapping up. They're back in Lycoris Recoil. The only thing is Takina was off on a mission to find Chisato, and we find out Chisato kind of went hiding off site and anywhere where there's no internet. We find out that she ended up getting surgery done on her, and if I believe she was gifted the heart that, well, guess what, we'll be able to keep her alive for a long time. And then she gets more things from our present left over from Mr. Yoshi. But the thing is, we have it to where it's just an empty card, but we find out that Mika saw the card and it pretty much left the whole thing of, something Mr. Yoshi said, and everything, trying to make Chisato any more worse, but Mika did the right thing and just got rid of it. And even, you have it to where, they even put a picture over the drawing of Mika, Mr. Yoshi, and Chisato all walking together like they're a family. But they get over it because it's, something, Chisato pretty much throws the necklace away and is moving on in a new path to be able to, pretty much live a better life. They end up going to Hawaii and having a whole shop in Hawaii, and pretty much that's kind of it of the episode. But this show was really good, really underrated from week to week, and if you have not seen this show, you have to check this out. It was great. I enjoyed my time with this show, and I'm really gonna miss this. I really do hope we get a season 2. Whether the season 2 focuses on Chisato and Takina again, we get another aspect. We have a focus on Majima, or we get a show where we focus on any other characters in this universe. Who knows what the future could lie for the show? But credit to A1 Pictures. They put on something that was really damn good. And if you ask me, man, this was anime, and I know there was a lot of other good animes like Classroom of the Elite. Engaged Kiss, I heard, is actually fairly good with what's that. I got to catch up with that. Some other stuff that was happening this summer of anime 2022. But in all honesty, my summer of anime this year has to be Lycoris Recoil. Everything about it was just absolutely great. It's definitely a 10 out of 10 show. Definitely a 10 out of 10 show. And I hope we get more. If not, hey, that's fine. I know the English dub is out for it. I've listened to a couple of episodes in the English dub. I think it's good. So yeah, but other than that, guys, if you guys liked the video, leave a like. Put in the comment section your thoughts on this week's episode of Lycoris Recoil, as well as the subscribe button if you want to get more Lycoris Recoil content or other anime content I upload to the channel. Till then, guys, stay safe out there and have a great rest of your day or night. Peace.